Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge, also known as TPACK, is a teacher framework that produces the types of flexible knowledge needed to successfully integrate technology use into teaching when interaction occurs among three bodies of knowledge: content, pedagogy, and technology. In 2006, Punya Mishra and Matthew J. Kohler of Michigan State University identified three primary forms of knowledge: content knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and technological knowledge. Here's a picture of Mr. Punya Mishra and Matthew J. Kohler. At the heart of the TPACK framework is the complex interplay of three primary forms of knowledge: CK, PK, and TK. The TPACK approach goes beyond seeing these three knowledge bases in isolation and goes further by emphasizing the kinds of knowledge that lie at the intersections between three primary forms: PCK, TCK, TPK. Kohler, Mishra, and Kane define content knowledge as the teacher's knowledge about the subject matter to be learned or taught. This includes subjects like English, math, social studies, science, music, and art, as well as the concepts, theories, ideas, organizational frameworks, evidence and proof, as well as established practices and approaches toward developing such knowledge. Kohler, Mishra, and Kane describe pedagogical knowledge as the teacher's deep knowledge about the processes and practices or methods of teaching and learning. Teachers with good pedagogical knowledge understand how teachers learn, how to properly manage a classroom. Kohler, Mishra, and Kane compared technological knowledge to the fluency of information technology, also known as fitness, which is the essential understanding and mastery of information technology for information processing, communication, and problem solving. Kohler, Mishra, and Kane state pedagogical content knowledge covers the core business of teaching, learning, curriculum, assessment, and reporting, such as the conditions that promote learning and links among curriculum, assessment, and pedagogy. Kohler, Mishra, and Kane define technological content knowledge as an understanding of the manner in which technology and content influence and constrain one another. This is knowing how the digital tools available to you can enhance or transform the content, or how it's delivered to the students and how the students can. Amber Hartwell defines technological pedagogical knowledge as knowing how technologies are used in teaching and learning settings and how teaching might change as a result of using particular technologies. In order to enhance TPK, a teacher requires a deeper understanding of the constraints and affordances of technology. Most instructors and administrators recognize the benefits technology can have in the classroom, whether that be preparing students for a technology-driven world or helping to simplify course, school, and district management. But too many view technology as a silver bullet to the challenges they face. It's sometimes assumed, consciously or not, that the mere presence of digital tools will improve education. In the work of education, the word technology applies equally to analog and digital, as well as new and old technologies. As a matter of practical significance, however, most of the technologies under consideration in current literature are newer and digital and have some inherent properties that make applying them in a straightforward ways difficult. You don't have to go all in with the TPACK framework to gain something from it. Whether you apply it to every lesson or revisit it from time to time, this framework can help you think more strategically about how you're using technology in the classroom. Try it. You may be surprised at what your lessons and strategies can become through meticulous. Due to its proven impact on teachers, teacher training, professional development, and student outcomes, technological, pedagogical content knowledge is becoming more significant as a concept of education. Dr. Moore supports that the TPACK framework should be used to develop new forms of PD to promote a better understanding of synergy between technology. TPACK can be used to identify an area of needed expertise to advance student learning through a collaborative approach. A teacher or educator can use TPACK in order to identify the co-teachers or co-educators' strengths and ideas while also identifying an area where support will complement the desired outcome. TPACK can act as a tool to build relationships with colleagues. Amber Hartwell explains, TPACK can also lend itself to promoting collaborative conversations where all participants can have their voices heard. Because there are multiple components to be considered, this invites multiple perspectives and ideas. TPACK can be used to assist the teacher in identifying CK and PK connections between disciplinarian areas to support interdisciplinary task design, with broader perspective encompassing multiple curricular areas. Identifying overlapping curricular connections becomes easier for the teacher. TPACK requires a teacher to be an expert in varying curricular, pedagogical, and technology knowledge areas. As new forms of teaching and learning emerge, the teacher must be willing to take risks and encourage peers to do so as well. In order for this to occur, the teacher must also have strong positive relationships with colleagues. CK, what are you teaching and what is your own knowledge of the subject? PK, how do your students learn and what instructional strategies do you need to meet their needs and requirements of the lesson plan? TK, what digital tools are available to you, which do you know well enough to use, and which would be most appropriate for the lesson at hand? K, understanding the best practices for teaching specific content to your specific students. TCK, knowing how the digital tools available to you can enhance or transform the content. TPK, understanding how to use your digital tools as a vehicle to the learning outcomes and experiences you want. The TPACK framework seeks to assist the development of better techniques for discovering and describing how technology-related professional knowledge is implemented and instigated in practice. By better describing the types of knowledge teachers need, educators are in a better position to understand the variance in levels of technology integration that occurred.